What's the best unit out of this? Allegiance. Summon elite reduces my cost by 1 when it's not. So these are all about the same thing. Could also just kill this. And you have 2 blockers. Alright. We'll just kill that. And we draw 3 and level up Jinx.
Immerse yourself in the unknown.
I'll give you to the count of
Now, if I can block a couple things, I'm feeling okay. That's great. That's, oh my god. That's really strong too. So this is the continuation of the very budget Piltover and Zaun aggro deck that I put out a little bit ago. This is the version of the deck that I wanted to put in there, but it had epics in it, so I couldn't have it under the very budget category. But this is the version that I like to play. This is my preferred version of it. So let's run it through it real quick. So this is the current version of the deck that I've landed on right now. In the gameplay clips following, there's some versions that have a couple different changes, but right now this is what I kind of like. So the big changes from the last version are it's running the augmented experimenters. These are insane and very, very good in the deck. A lot of times you don't have a lot of cards in your deck or in your hand anyways, so most of the times you're discarding 1 to draw 3 and also deal 3 damage to something, which is really, really strong. If Jinx is out and she's not upgraded, this will instantly upgrade her as well. It'll level her up because you empty your hand, so she levels up. And it also, I mean, it deals 3 damage to something, and it's very good. This card I really, really like. I don't like more than 2. Just because it is expensive. It's 6 mana, and that's kind of a lot for an aggro deck. The effect is very strong. I like 2 of them, but I think 3 is a lot. So those are the epics that we've added. The other difference is that I'm running Zed. Zed in these lists are super powerful. I have a full 3 copies just because he's insane. When you have cards like the Mentor making him, you know, 4 3s and 5 4s before he upgrades, very, very powerful. I think Zed is super, super strong. So right now I'm still running the Astute Academics. I've been impressed with her. I like her. I have 1 of the beams because I like 1 beam. I still like the Keeper of Max. I don't like it enough to have 3. I like a couple of these. This deck naturally does pretty decent against other elusive decks. So at its core, it is an elusive aggro deck. You have all the elusive threats. You have the duos, you have the conspirators, you have the shadow assassins, and I'm playing 3 Kinku Lifeblades as well. So it is a aggressive elusive deck. I'm sure you've seen a lot of. I like having the full 3 copies of these as well, just because against other aggressive decks, gaining life, if you're gaining life and they're not, you'll end up winning. But the deck naturally, I think, has a good upper hand against some of the elusive decks out there. We're playing the full 3 copies of Mystic Shot, and I'm also playing 3 copies of Get Excited. Get Excited is really good against the elusive threats as well. 2, it also does 3 damage to the Nexus if you need it to, but it also discards something from your hand to help you level up Jinx. So basic strategy of the game, you kind of have like 2 different win conditions with the deck. You can get there with all the elusive aggressive threats, and just race them, kill the Nexus before they deal with you. You also have Jinx as kind of like an alternate win condition in this deck. She's another way that you can just win. Again, against other aggressive decks, if she's leveled up and you're drawing an extra card every turn and your opponent's not drawing extra cards, just the extra card advantage you gain will push you over the edge as well. So she's very powerful in that regard. And another thing is, you know, if you can put on more pressure than your opponent and they're also playing elusive threats, if they have to start blocking with their elusives, that's another way to beat elusives. So I've been having good success with the deck. I think it's pretty strong. I've gone back and forth. You can kind of tech and change some things in. Like I'm running 2 Will of Ionias. You can change those around. You can also cut, you know, a copy of the Lifeblade. Before I was playing 2 of the Shredders when I was seeing a lot of Spider decks. I haven't seen as many Spider decks right now, so I cut back on these. And one of the gameplay clips later, you'll see I was running him against some Spider stuff. It was pretty cool. But you can kind of adjust it and mix it between some cards. Some of the games I was running a copy or 2 of Rush. I think it's okay. It's a cute combat trick. I probably wouldn't play this going forward. I'd probably put in Twin Disciplines instead if you want to be a little more aggressive. But this is a good kind of non-teched catch-all version of the deck that kind of has a good play against the field. So that's the current version of the deck that I'm running right now. You can obviously change it a little bit to suit what you're seeing on the meta, but that's kind of like the broad spectrum version of the deck. Again, in the clips you'll see there's a couple versions where I have a Chempike Shredder or two, a couple versions where I have the Rush card. I've changed it a little bit, but I just wanted to throw out a few different games that had that just played a little differently, show you how the deck works out. It's pretty sweet. I do stream on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, every single week. I'd love to see you there. Come hang out, join in on the shenanigans, all of that fun stuff. Hopefully you enjoy these games, and until next time, you stay saucy. This is strong. Minus her. Keep her mass I'm not loving. 0 wins still gets a champion. Yes, you're always guaranteed a champion. I love when you mulligan a thing and get it again. All right, we're gonna bump up the Zed. Pump up the Zed. Where do we pump up the duo? No, we'll pump up the Zed. Hey! Thank you so much! Killer Walski, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. I've heard that if you win 7 games, you get every single card and every card coming in future releases. Yep, that's totally the thing you heard.
Everything's better.
That is true.
Says you.
Tire Fox, you're 100% right.
If I didn't forge it, you won't want it.
You're actually 100% right about that.
Speed ahead.
Thank you, Killer. That means a lot. I've been putting a lot of work into my YouTube videos. We're actually making a YouTube video right now about budget Piltover and Zaun aggro deck. I hate that.
Today you are king.
We're gonna play this because it's a 2-3. So I'll be able to play Zed and also Rush, which is sick. Just saying I talked to a guy who knew a guy that talked with a guy. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. It's fine, he's gonna kill my 4-1. If that's all he's doing... Oh no. It still dies. That made literally no sense. That made 0 sense.
I am the blade in the darkness.
Zed is so strong.
Safeguard our citizens.
So he's gonna think he's cute and block this with this. I will be using burst on Zed. Question is, do I do it first so that my shadow gets buffed as well? Or do I try and be sneaky? Let's be sneaky.
Only the worthy survive.
No, let's not. This gets 2 5-3 attackers out.
Stand strong.
It'll still die. He has no mana.
Do not waver.
Still dies.
Demacian
Still dies.
steel protects me.
Defend our banner.
Still dies. Okay. Cali Cat, he doesn't know what to do. A Tyromancer? Oh, Tyre, you're smart. This is why you get paid the big bucks.
Stand strong.
Okay. This still is not...
Don't back down.
Okay, he's just learning how the blocking system works.
Demacian steel protects me.
Okay.
A noble end.
Still dead. God. Ooh, get excited is sick.
It's dangerous out there. Take this.
What do I want to do? If I play this, I also can save up this and discard this. All right, we're just gonna do this.
Old mask.
Makes it to where he has like no good attacks. He only has 3 cards. I have Jinx. I'd love him to have nothing so I could get him with Zed.
Do not fear the shrouded
We will
path.
kill that. They do pay me in exceptionally large bills. Physically large. Now he has no good attacks. He can take it with a 5/5. I won't block with the Zed. Because I'm smart.
Fall to our standard.
Do I care? Not really. Yeah, I'm gonna block here so that when I'm playing her next turn. Yes, so I'm gonna block like this.
Training.
I'm gonna block like that. Makes it to where you can't block this effectively. Okay, let's draw something cheap. That's not really what I wanted. But that means we can play this, and if she dies, I don't care. I should have just attacked. That's fine. Quick attack is dope. They are 3 2s, but
Follow my lead.
these are still 2 3s. He has 2 mana.
Defend our banner.
Kind of want Jinx to die so I can play the other one. But it's totally, I mean, this is totally great. Okay, nice. He still dies.
Don't back down.
Okay, I think he did the math.
Thinking more pew pew.
Do you have the Rune Terrible? Yep.
Defend our banner.
Exclamation point, Rune Terrible. Still dies. Calicat, you're killing me over here. He needs to watch my YouTube video on power and toughness on units.
Our banner.
The Discord link is broken? All right, let me fix it. No, that works. Yeah, it works totally fine. I just tested it. Yeah, I just used it, just tested it as well. Yeah, 3 people just joined from it, so I think it works. Webpage not available on discord.me/runeterribleradio. The one we just posted. I don't care. Do this. Yeah, I just used it, and 4 people just joined. So I don't know what to tell ya.
The balance will.
If you want the direct link, Wear Freak, if it's not working for you for some reason. Using phone, and I get that error too, but mobile is like that. Oh, if you're on mobile, that makes sense.
My blade.
I can make Jinx have another attack. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we just kill him with these. Let me get you the actual.
I am not afraid.
This is all going face, by the way. This is all going Nexus damage. And then Jinx will upgrade.
I'm on a roll.
Level up. You got in, it's fine. All right, cool. Sick. Very dead.
Can you still rise?
Sick. All right, the version with Zed is better. What is he? I want this. These are good. I played probably the weakest card in the deck. We could honestly cut a Life Blade for something more aggressive. That might be right. Oh, these are sick.
Everything's better with company.
Everything's better with company. For anyone that needed it, that it didn't work, this should work.
Sturdy blades, custom made.
Full speed ahead.
Chain Vest. It's tough. Chain Vest might not actually be bad. I'm glad that it's on this and not something scarier. That was not a good draw. You can discard a bunch of cards if you want, though. I'm gonna discard the life
Push back
guy.
the darkness.
Do I Thermogenic Beam that? I probably do, but I'll do it after. Do I care about this enough to kill it, is the question.
New recruit reporting in.
Okay, let's kill this. I don't care about Cythria. The Chain Vest is actually kind of annoying, eh? Is there a good game rules wiki? All sorts of random stuff that I haven't mentioned in places. Like I was wondering about hand size limits and whatnot mentioned on the Mobalytics wiki. Hand size limit is 10. As far as just generic rules is concerned, not like a wiki I've seen. I don't know if you've seen, I have done a pretty in-depth new player guide on YouTube if you haven't seen that. That goes over most of the basics of the game. If you have specific questions, I can generally answer them though.
See the world through new eyes.
This is actually decent. But Cannibal, Lolacost. Glad to have you, dude. Solid name. Yeah, I haven't seen anything written, so I can't help you on that front. 2-2. It's annoying, eh? So we just put this back.
Stay safe. I'll take it from you.
I'll swim with all of these. I'm cool with this dice. This gets 8 damage in.
Never see us coming. Whoa! Hey!
If he doesn't block with anything, that's it's like that's a lot of damage. Another duo. Duo does a lot of damage. Could potentially kill him next turn. Oh, Mystic Shot's just good. So this... We can bounce these next turn on his main phase. That's fine.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
Okay, we should be able to kill him next turn with elusive threats. I don't care. I'll take 10. I don't care. Can you change board but still keep Poro in corner instead of... Yeah! This is just a separate dragon I bought. It's the T-Hex. So by default, it's Poro. That's the only one that you get. I'm just gonna shoot him. By default, if you're, so this gives a 7 here. The boards and the Guardians are separate. These you have to pay for. Jinx is cool.
Today you are king.
Okay, if it doesn't have removal, this is just a lot of damage. We have no way, T-Hex best guardian. T-Hex best guardian. Look how cute he is. Well, okay. I'm just gonna go all in then.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey,
Looking for a daring escape. Quietly now.
Okay. Nice. T-Hex is amazingly adorable. T-Hex best guardian. I want... Problem is, like, I want this against the Elise deck, but it's very slow. It's good eventually, but I don't think we want it because we're going to go with the Jinx plan, so, okay. This is bad. Slayer of Dragon XD. Oh, got him! Got him! Taught them a lesson. Tampa's kind of balls. I do like this version with Zed more than the non-Zed version, that's for sure, though. We're gonna have to use these to block. We're gonna have to survive. If you win after a loss, I don't get a win. You do. You should. Here's some 3-2. That sucks big ass. You might have counted wrong because you definitely should. I'm gonna play this.
I am the blade.
It still counts as a win. Yeah, it should. It's gonna count as a win because you keep progressing. It sucks because now I can block with that. Can't attack. Balls. That's really bad. We don't have any spells either. This kind of blows. Oh my god, our hand is so bad. Yeah. Take an 8. Gotta play this now. Don't think we played Jinx. I think we actually need to start gaining life. How bad is that?
they cannot.
How bad is
strike
that?
what they cannot see.
We do have a Ken Punk. Okay, we're just gonna swing like this.
Only the worthy survive.
Nivea's dope. She used to be way broken. She's not as crazy as she used to be, but she's still not the worst. Nivea's sick. It's combat trick. As long as my lifelink guy gets through. Blocks. Oh, with Dawn and Dusk? Yeah, I made a whole YouTube video on that. Just fine. I made a whole YouTube video on a Nivea plus Dawn and Dusk combo. I don't think that worked the way you thought it did. Let's see, I guess he has another one. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of removal for a couple dudes.
Darkness.
The world is kind of my oyster now. I want to play this later. Let's just draw a card. Get some spells or something. This blocks this
Act natural. I got you.
well. So he has 3 cards to our 7. Okay. What does the 3 on the side represent? This is spell mana. Funny Bunny HS. Solid name. So at the end of your turn, if you have any mana, so this is your main mana. If you have any mana left over, we are going to destroy this guy with Shredder. Any leftover mana, you can save up to 3 of it for spell mana to cast spells later. Just blow this guy out right here. Oh, does he have a deny? Oh, wait, he doesn't have deny. But he can buff things. Oh, that's fine. You C2. C2 what? Sauce Man, I spelled all split all day only to be woken up by liquid. Jesus Christ. And no problem, Bunny Bunny. I love your name. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Funny Bunny HS. God damn it, Josh. All right. I'm fine with the card draw. I just don't want him to have guys. He doesn't have any mana. I'll block with the 5/2. Spells are mostly reactionary? Nope, not at all. Spells do all the stuff spells would normally do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spells can do anything from draw cards to be removal. They're spells. I don't know if you've ever played Magic the Gathering, but spells work kind of the same in that regard.
Silent.
These both have fearsome. I'm gonna shoot one down. Oh my god, 2. We should totally have this game. Those values +2/+0. That is totally fine. We're gonna kill you. And we're gonna kill you as well. And then we're gonna just full attack. If this dies, it's fine. We have way more value than he does. We have 5 to his 3. This isn't. You might want to go to the doctor, Joshua. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna comment on your situation. Sick. T-Hex is here, guarding the way. Oh, Mentor is so strong too.
What's that noise?
Just draw a card.
The order rewards.
The Shadows Assassins have given us so much value. All right, we can block with. We want a minion to. We want one of our own followers to die this turn. That's fine. We'll kill it with this Shredder. Because we have too much stuff, we want to be able to kill him with that next turn.
Silent as death.
No, 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 no.
I need something to die here. Block like that. Just won a game with 3 7/2 Zeds and 3 7/2 Shadow clones. Disgusting. He has 2 cards. This should be good.
Courage masks the heart from fear.
Quiet now.
Don't know what he can do.
Scurry, weakling.
Still taking minus 17.
Kingu still
Sick! Oh, that was so good. This deck has so much card draw for being an aggressive deck. It's insane. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, it would mean a ton if you would hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell notification to be notified when I post some videos, share this with your friends, all that kind of stuff. You're amazing. I love you. And until next time, you stay saucy.